Sup fans, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another quick home video review, and today we'll be quickly covering, I know I'm a little late on this, but that's alright, Batman Mask of the Phantasm on 4K UHD Blu-ray coming up right now. If you guys enjoyed the show. Alright guys, quiet on set. Scene 1, take 1. Action. Boom! Now, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Make sure you share with your friends and also hit that bell for notifications because it helps channel a lot. And before we get on to the review, I just gotta say, I love this fucking poster artwork. Look at this sexy ass beast poster artwork and the back. It is so cool, man. I love it. I love it. I love it. Some people will probably be cringing, but I love it. I love this cover artwork, man. And I wish they had reversible artwork though, Warner Brothers, so that they could have included the original poster artwork from Mask of the Phantasm. All right, now let's get on to the review. So this film, I believe, was finished at a 35mm film. So it was finished at 35mm film. So basically, it has a 4K native transfer, and it has HDR10. The aspect ratio is unfortunately only one aspect ratio, but it was done in two aspect ratios. I'll get to that in a few minutes. 1.85:1. And the audio is English. Well, basically, the audio is DTS HD Master Audio 2.0 theatrical stereo and a brand new 5.1 surround mix. So I'll be covering the surround mix in this review. Now let's get on to the video. Honestly, I was a little sus when I was excited when they announced it, but then again, I was like, wait a minute, this is not Warner Archive. This is Warner Brothers. So judging by how they've been treating their animated film catalog or just shows in general. The Max Fleischster's Superman Blu-ray. Well, I was a little cautiously optimistic with things. Hopefully they're using the Warner Archive transfer without fucking it up. But luckily, I was shocked to see how good this transfer is. I don't know if this is the one from Warner Archive used, but well, they have done, but. Yeah, it looks. What's wrong? I'm sorry guys. I just showered and I'm a little relaxed right now. But luckily, thank goodness, the transfer looks great, especially with the help of HDR. Man, I gotta say the grain structure is amazing. The colors look great. The cell layers, and I believe they had those little cells that they were using back then. It looks great. The lines are amazing. Everything is razor sharp. Everything's so well detailed. It looks like it just looks better than ever. Mask of the Phantasm. This is coming from someone that watched this throughout the years and owns the Warner Archive Blu-ray. And another copy of this is I got the box set, the Amazon box set. This movie looks amazing. The best it ever can. Now, unfortunately, it's only the theatrical aspect ratio. As someone like me who prefers the full screen ratio, which you get more at the top and bottom, that is unfortunate. That is my only one complaint though that I have for basically my only major complaint of this release was just they didn't include the television version, as they call it, or the home video release. Basically the way it was animated, because this film was animated in 4:3, and it was done, since Warner Brothers wanted to put it in theaters, they decided to like safely create two ratios, 4:3 and a 16:9 widescreen. And unfortunately, we only got the 16:9 widescreen, which I'm not complaining because at the end of the day, both aspect ratios are correct. It's just that in my opinion, I prefer the full screen edition. It's kind of like with the Transformers 4K, the Transformers the movie 1986 from Shout Studios that they released not too long ago, that it only included the cinematic 16:9 aspect ratio rather than both the full screen and widescreen versions. But as far as I know, from what I've seen from the fans of this movie, a lot of them are pretty sure they prefer the cinematic widescreen ratio than the full screen one. But I could be wrong. I'm one of those people that prefers the full screen version because you do get more at the top and bottom, and somehow it looks razor sharp. Like it looks a bit sharper than the full screen one, so the widescreen one. So yeah, but overall, guys, this is an amazing transfer. The colors look great. They're vibrant. They're not dull and It is amazing. All right, let's get on to the audio. So this one sports a brand new 5.1 DTS HD Master Audio surround sound, and it sounds amazing because when I first pressed play on the movie, right away that opening Warner Brothers animation logo with Bugs Bunny coming out and crunching that fucking carrot. That carrot, like it sounded like Bugs was eating a carrot right in front of me. I'm not lying, and this is not Dolby Atmos. Then again, you don't need Dolby Atmos to have an immersive track. 5.1 is actually perfectly fine as it is. And it still, in my opinion, holds up to this very day, 5.1. Like what Films at Home says, do not sleep on 5.1. And yeah, do not sleep on 5.1 because just because this doesn't have an Atmos mix does not make it a less of a release. Because holy shit, this 5.1 mix is amazing. It expands upon that, I'd say, amazing stereo theatrical mix and just expands on everything. And it just balances right. And it is amazing from Joker's laugh to all the punches and to the amazing, I believe this is Shirley Temple who scored this movie. That amazing score is amazing. And all the winds and haunting that the Phantasm does, all that little like voice and everything. It is the voice. It sounds breathtaking. It really sounds amazing. This surround mix is great. And let me just try to dig up my Warner Archive Blu-ray real quick to make a little comparison on the track. Yeah, this Warner Archive release only has the theatrical stereo mix, which is perfectly fine. And it sounded great too. But compared to the new, I think they even went back and did some additional cleanup for the stereo and the new surround mix they created. And I gotta say, this sounds amazing, but I believe the cleanup sounds just a bit more better than this. But this is no slouch release. This is an amazing release, and the audio and picture are amazing. But just the 4K visuals and the audio is just better. All right, now let's get on to the special features. And as far as I know, there's only one special feature, which is an amazing thing. I think this is the first time, probably with the exception of the theatrical trailer from all the other home video releases, this is the first time we get actual bonus features for the movie, and it's called I Am the Night. It's basically Kevin Conroy's involvement with not just with the movie, but with the whole history of the animated series and just in the video games in general. And it's just, I believe it's 30 minutes long, and I gotta say, I was exhausted after crying. I was crying a lot in that documentary. I love Kevin Conroy. Kevin Conroy, the animated Batman, is my preferred Batman. That's my favorite adaptation of the movie. I love live action Batman too. Michael Keaton's my favorite out of all of them, but the animated series Batman, that is my Batman. Kevin Conroy's Batman, that's the Batman who, in my opinion, is the definitive Batman for me outside of the comic books. And just seeing this, I'm trying not to tear up here. Just seeing this documentary, it is so emotional, and it's so well edited too. It's not a fluff piece like some of these, I can't say the 15-minute features, but more like these 5 to 7 minute features from studios. You know how like it can get engaging, but they had to chop it down and make it like fluff pieces and make it more like a promo rather than like an actual featurette. This is not that. This is an amazing 30-minute feature, I'd say mini documentary on Kevin Conroy himself and his involvement. And you just get swept away from that. He just shows up in the documentary, but it's mostly from archival interviews since unfortunately he's no longer with us. And I wish that they could have gotten Mark Hamill to do some quick interviews for this documentary, but I'm pretty sure he's probably still heartbroken by the passing of Kevin. And I gotta say, this is an amazing, outstanding documentary. So that's not much to say for me to say, but other than that, there's only one mini documentary, which I gotta applaud them for making one mini documentary, but then again, that's all they ever offer. And yeah, I'm quickly looking at my Warner Archive Blu-ray, and I believe that, yeah, they didn't even port over the trailer from all the past releases onto the 4K release. But you know what? The trailer's everywhere. You can, not only you get the trailer here, but you can find it everywhere. It's easy to find the trailer. You can find it on YouTube and all that stuff. So it's not really a feature to be missed. If there's any bonus features missing, that is the theatrical trailer for Mask of the Phantasm. Other than that, it's been replaced by something I'd say better. and that is that documentary. But unfortunately, there's only one special feature that they put in. So if I were to give the video a rating, I would give it a 10 out of 10. Despite unfortunately not having the full screen version, it is still an amazingly, and I'd say an amazingly perfect picture. And it doesn't have Dolby Vision, but you know what? HDR10 is fine as it is. The picture looks perfect. I don't think it needs it. For audio, I had to give it a 10 out of 10. Man, they took that original cleaned up stereo and they cleaned it up a bit more, and they created a surround mix. So basically it is still a faithful non-revisionist version of the theatrical mix as far as I know. So the new surround mix is great. So but you get the theatrical mix too and the new surround mix. So yeah, and I believe the theatrical mix is also cleaned up too. So kudos to Warner Brothers for not screwing up this release. And for special features, I had to give it a 6 out of 10 to be honest, because as much as I love that documentary, it's only one special feature. I wish I could have added more, like maybe some deleted storyboards and all that stuff, and maybe some audio commentary by the Bruce Timm or other people who got involved with the film. But other than that, yeah, they didn't include that. But honestly, guys, that mini documentary is perfectly fine, but I just gotta give it a 6 out of 10. Then again, ratings don't mean nothing. So yeah, overall, I do recommend this 4K release from Warner Brothers. Surprisingly, it is a damn good release from Mask of the Phantasm, and I say it is the definitive way to own Mask of the Phantasm or experience Mask of the Phantasm. I do wish that they included the full screen version. I'm pretty sure they're gonna include it on a future release probably. Maybe they do the animated series on 4K along with Sub-Zero, the movie Sub-Zero, on 4K. Well, let's just see how it is. I'll double dip, I don't care. But overall, this release as is, it's perfectly fine. So that's my review on Batman Mask of the Phantasm on 4K. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and thank you guys so much for watching my video. So let me know down in the comments down below, have you guys purchased this movie on 4K? What you guys think of it? Please let me know down in the comments section below. I'll leave your opinions in it. So this is Javi from Javi Productions signing off, and hope you guys enjoyed the show.